Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to pain. Welcome to pain and suffering and LobCorp. Now, I am not ready for what we have to deal with today, but well. We have a new abnormality in the safety team. And it's, a bit of a problem. Basically the same thing. No, this one's worse. This one's definitely worse. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Take the slime girl, they said. It will be fine, they said. This thing is an ALF. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Melting Love. Yes, this is an ALF tier abnormality. The highest tier of abnormality possible, and one that we have not yet seen in the facility. So, let's see. Who in this department has the highest level of insight? Aside from Jose, Angel, go say hello to Melting Love. You will notice that those are very thin PE boxes. You'll also notice it does a lot of damage. Alright, we have already failed, so we're going to retry. We frankly just need someone with really good everything in order to work on this damn thing. Okay, what has the best black resistance here? 0.6, 0.7, 0.6, 0.7, 1.2, 0.7, 0.8. Yeah, she's already wearing something really good, so I don't want to swap that out. Okay. Things seem to be going decently well. We are up 15. 17. They did it. Now, no, 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 no. Hey, stop that. You are staying there forever. You will notice Angel now has a little heart above their head. This is a gift that the abnormality gives them. It first seems like a pretty solid gift. It raises their work success rate and seems like a positive effect overall. However, I pray that we do not see this happen, but you might notice that some employees that come into contact with our nefarious Fire Eater Angel will end up with a small little pink glob attached to them. It's a shame we don't have execution bullets because I would normally murder them on the spot. Let's check the managerial guidelines. Oops. Honestly, I should have quarantined them to the other elevator shaft. Ay. Did you see it? Yep. Yeah, if the person with the heart dies, then she instantly breaches. Hi. Alright, start again. Like, that's the thing. We can't exactly bring them back to heal them up. Because if we bring them into the healing area, they just die. Well, I mean, yeah, but then that means I have to deal with the clerks. Can the clerks get infected? I think they can. Yep. Welcome to hell. At this point, I may as well just give Angel the most black-resistant equipment we have. I could try a strategy with Gaze. I would just need to... I could try a strategy with Gaze. I would just need to keep my eye on them whenever I send them into work with Melting Love. Okay, yeah, Gaze is probably our best option for dealing with Melting Love in terms of defensive equipment. Hey. Suffering. Like, that's the thing. Until we can, like, get success... Like, this will get easier later on. For now, though, it's just a nightmare. Once we fill out this thing's info, we can get at least a slight increase to our work success chance. Angel? Okay. You are staying in that elevator. Oh, no, wait, we can't send Jose into... Right, we can't send Jose into work with Bloodbath because he only has level 1 Temperance. Right, forgot about that little fact. Okay, the Schadenfreude strategy might not actually work out too well considering Schadenfreude itself is right across from Melting Love. Okay, once my other employees get back, I'm going to have everybody else move out of the center room so Angel can get a bit of healing. Okay, you guys, into that elevator. Angel, go heal. Ah, god damn it. Alright, 2 clerks have been infected. And my employees have affected. We gotta retry. You know, I'm starting to think this was a horrible, horrible mistake. Take melting love, they said. It will be fine, they said. I don't get an execution bonus until the disciplinary team. God, this is painful. Okay, this time I'm going to try quarantining Angel in the left elevator shaft, since the clerks tend to use that one less often. Plus, that middle elevator shaft is used by 2 different departments. So this way we can try to minimize the spread of the infection a bit more. Okay, once everybody from this team is done with their work, we move them all out, move Angel in, let Angel get some healing, move Angel back out. These clerks are going to be the death of me. We will get through this. Eventually. Okay, everybody, out. Angel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just really just cannot send him in to heal at all, huh? We're literally just going to get 1 day of work with Melting Love, and that's it. Well, actually, I have an idea. Wait, if I execute all my clerks, then I don't get healing. Duh. Does heal, although it's really slow. You know what? That's the best we've got. Okay. I have a new strategy in mind. Sancho, I have conceived of an idea most ingenious. I have conceived of a most ingenious idea. Hear me out here. We get a little bit of energy. We don't need too much, just a bit. We let all of the important employees heal up. We move them far away. I don't know if these guys can get hit, so we'll do this too. We move all the important employees down to here. And then infection solved. It's fine, chat. See? Problem solved. Oh wait, one of them still lived. There we go. See? Now nobody will get infected by Melting Love. I am a genius. I had to execute most of our staff for this. It'll get far easier to execute staff members once we get execution bullets, but keep in mind, all of this is the prep work. If something like that happens, we have to do it all over again. So who's ready for another rousing round of public execution of all the clerks in the facility? All right, we got some energy. Everybody down here. Are all the clerks here? Excellent. We've decided to terminate your employment. And now we just have to hope that Angel doesn't get a bad work result again. There we go! Okay! Now, we're in business! Now, we move all of these employees over here. We move you into here. And now, we wait while Angel slowly gets healed. I am a genius. Like, this would have been Run's dead if not for Der Freischutz, my goat. Like, without the help of my goat Der Freischutz, it would just be over. This run would be dead. But thanks to Der Freischutz, we have the smallest chance in hell of actually succeeding. Now, you do have to keep in mind, with these higher level abnormalities, there is definitely a cost to be paid. Specifically, this Qliphoth overload. This happens on, I believe, WoW and higher level abnormalities, where the more you work with them, the less likely you are to succeed in your work. So in reality, we're really only going to be able to get about 1 or 2 bits of work in with Melting Love per day. That's about all that we're going to be able to get out of this abnormality, because now the failure rate is at 12%, and I think that's a bit too high. Keep in mind, we had to go through all of this public execution for 2 work results and about 40 PE boxes. Probably even less than that, because PE boxes. And it cost us like 5% of our energy quota and several departments worth of dead clerks. Yay! I love my job. Welcome to Human Cruelty Simulator. Pragmatism at its finest. Great job, manager. Thanks. It hurts. Now, keep in mind, if we end up with Melting Love as the... Okay, thank God. I was going to say, if we end up with Melting Love as the Qliphoth meltdown target, we're probably screwed. Actually, once this work result is done, I'm going to let them get one more round of healing in, just in case the Qlipoth meltdown situation happens and everything goes upside down. Because while chances are they probably won't succeed, we can at least try. Okay. The work results are done. Everybody out. You. Go heal slowly. Thankfully, we don't have any, like, real-world time-sensitive abnormalities in this facility, and the only one that is technically time-sensitive is Meat Lantern, and that just requires that we work with it slowly. We don't have anything that requires us to be observant of actual time, like the train. And thankfully, the only other thing that's going to be in this corner is going to be a tool abnormality. So Melting Love can just kind of be quarantined off to its own section of the facility where we can just pretend like it and Angel don't exist. Everything's fine. Oh, hey, Angel's a level 5 employee now. Nice. Good job, buddy. You're still going in the corner. You know what? Halen, you need some more repression training. You go work with Schadenfreude. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot. The Qlipoth overload goes away every Qlipoth meltdown. So theoretically, we can do more work with Melting Love. I forgot that's how that works. Yeah, sure. Let's get in some more work with Melting Love. Why not? Alright, Angel, go do your thing, and I pray that everything goes fine. Again, it doesn't have the work success debuff, and also there's the fact that Angel has a work success buff thanks to having the Slime Heart. So I pray that this goes fine, because if it doesn't, we're going to have to start this whole process over again. Like, the thing is, the Slime Heart heals SP, but not HP. So the only thing that we have to worry about here is Angel getting killed. But if Angel dies, then Melting Love breaches, so we'd basically be screwed any... Time to do it all over again. I just had to greet it. I just had to greet it. I had to do one more bit of work with it, and everything fell apart. Run it back. Ow. Yeah, I deserve that. We had to restart because for some reason, despite the work percentage chance debuff being removed and Angel having the Slime Heart, they messed up a work result, Melting Love breached, and I had to restart. After all that effort. All right, everybody out. Okay, there we go. Department functions halted. All the clerks are dead. And miraculously, not too many clerks from the other departments died. I'd call that a relative success. All right, Angel, you know the drill by now. Well, you will. This version of you doesn't know what horrors are in store for you. We are zoomed in at max. No, wait, hang on. No, wait, I'm restarting. Gaze is actually worse. Because Gaze is only 0.8% damage reduction in max zoom. You're getting fragments from somewhere. I am technically downgrading the tier of your ego gear. Step it up and do it better, and you might... Step it up, get some good work results with Melting Love, and you might get some better ego gear. Until then, Angel, you're in the doghouse. Thank goodness for the fast forward button, at least. Okay, good. Now everybody out. There we go. Okay. Recall everybody again. Angel, Insight, Melting Love. While that's happening, I could probably send everybody else to do their other work. Well, no, I want to wait until this finishes, so that way the Qlipoth Meltdown penalty is reset, so I can immediately start working with it again. Okay, good. Angel, you're going in the corner. Actually, no, you're not going in the corner yet. Everybody else move up there. Angel, you move up there. Wait until Angel's healed. I'll have to keep doing I'll do this routine eventually, but once I get everything from Melting Love, I'm never even looking at this thing again. Like, it's not even good for any attribute trading or anything. It just exists to be a pain in the behind. Excellent, Angel. You can go down to your corner. We can recall the... No, not. Accidentally press the recall all button. Not Angel. You're still being quarantined in your elevator. Might as well save up for the basic info so I can learn how this... So I can at least see this thing a little bit better. Okay, Der Freischütz, Repression, Giamano. Attachment work with Bloodbath. Then that should put the Qlipoth Meltdown on. Yep, now the penalty is gone from Melting Love. Let's see, Qlipoth Meltdown on Bloodbath. Behavior adjustment, that's fine. Tatiana, you can just go use that. We are getting very good work results with Der Freischütz, which is very, very nice. Okay, everybody in this department is back. We'll have Reinhardt go do attachment work with Bloodbath again, and that's the only other Qlipoth Meltdown going on. Angel, you go back and do Insight with Melting Love. Again, hopefully things should be fine. Angel has far more dark resistance than previously, and now they've also got the heart, so any subsequent work we do with this thing is going to be easier. Please do not die. That would really mess up my plans. Okay, good. Neutral work result, that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, 4 to 10 damage. Oh, right, I forgot. When the work result is bad or normal, the counter lowers. Okay, so we're not doing any more work with this thing in a day than 2. Because if that Qlipoth counter goes down one more time, this thing breaches and all of our lives get measurably worse. So now, it's Qlipoth counters at 1, so we just pretend that Melting Love doesn't exist. And also, we hope that it doesn't get a Qlipoth Meltdown placed on it. If it does, then, well... shoves the entire day's worth of energy's hands into Der Freischütz to make her kill the slime girl. That presents its own problems because then we're significantly behind on energy production, and if that happens, then that's a whole mess in and of itself, so like... Duh. I'm thinking I might just end up... Well, no. I'll give the Magic Bullet Ego Weapon and Ego Suit to whoever ends up getting the Magic Bullet's Ego Gift, because that's kind of like the whole thing. Okay, that's everything from Bloodbath. I also now really need to be careful when I'm deploying people to suppress, I really need to be careful now when I'm deploying people to suppress abnormalities in this department, because... Or, like, suppress the ordeals in this department, because I might accidentally trigger Melting Love. Or I might accidentally send them through the elevator where our Melting Love quarantine subject currently is. Well, that's only really if we're sending people into, like, the lower floors for any kind of ordeal suppression. As long as they stay in the upper floors of that department, we're fine. In the meantime, we'll just have the info team go and suppress these. The info team really are just our go-to when it comes to any kind of abnormality suppression. Or any kind of ordeal suppression, rather. Alright, Magic Bullet. Prussian Work, Giamano. Bloodbath, Attachment Work, Reinhardt. Repression Work, Schadenfreude, Halen. Instinct Work, Spider-Bud. Actually, Spider-Bud's also... Well, no, Instinct Work is still the best option with this thing. All right, so now we've got our daily routine. Start off by getting a little bit of energy, execute all the clerks in the safety department. I've just now realized the irony of the safety department being the one that we have Melting Love in and therefore have to execute all the clerks in. Just goes to show that nothing is what it seems on the surface in this corporation. The safety department is actually currently the least safe place in our entire facility. Alright, all of our actual employees survived, which is good. Reinhardt got Temperance level 3, Halen got Justice level 3, nice. Rin got Fortitude level 4 and Temperance level 3, very nice. And Xavier got Prudence level 3. Cool. All right. It only manages everybody else's safety, not their own. Pretty much, yeah. Portrait encapsulates a moment, so we're destined to lose. Portrait could be interesting to try and ensure a safe work result with Melting Love, but I don't want to risk it. Those betrayed hearts sank in the depths, slowly forgotten by the everlasting corridors of time. Many of those who went into operation inside the machine. Ooh. Oh, wait, yeah, this one seems really useful. I think that one's like the yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Like, I think that's do you love your city. Once a great AI, the Sentinel of a company, so intelligent many people feared it. Those who knew it left the company one by one. People who feared the dread AI broke in and spread malicious rumors. So then the AI murdered them. This is totally not a metaphor. Okay. Xavier, I'm still fine with doing prudence training on him, but I'm going to try to shuffle around some of the other employees, because do we have anybody here with especially weak fortitude? Jose, perfect. All right, Jose, you are trading places with... Yeah, you are trading places... Jose, you are trading places with Rin. That way we can have Jose trading with Spider-Bud in order to get a bit more, in order to get himself a bit more fortitude. If Jose red eyes, let's see. I mean, we might as well also move Delilah over to the training team. Bella has Justice level 2, so she could theoretically move over here. I mean, the bathtub is like very easy attachment training, so do we have anybody in the facility that especially needs attachment training? Let's see. Archer has only Temperance level 2, so let's swap. Yeah, we'll swap Reinhardt and... Yeah, we'll swap Reinhardt and Archer. Archer, you go over here to work on your Temperance, and Reinhardt, you go over here to work on Justice training. Though I am actually going to increase your base Justice by 1 anyway through lab points just to make sure. Angel, I'm going to increase your Temperance. Actually, I might as well just I'm just going to max out Angel's Temperance, quite frankly. Let's see, Reinhardt's Ego equipment is resistant against red. Archer's is resistant against white, which is good because that Bloodbath does white damage. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Yes, it is Do You Love Your City? Or no, not Do You Love Your City? Oh, it's You Must Be Happy, that's the name. I thought it was Do You Love Your City because of the Fight and Limbus company. But yeah, this thing, if you stand in it, will start rapidly flashing yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. If you land on yes, all of their stats get buffed based on the amount of time they're in the machine. If you land on no, they all get debuffed based on the amount of time they're in the machine. If an employee uses the machine more than 4 times in a day, they die. If any of their stats get buffed or debuffed debuffed by 200 points, they die. So, yeah. It is a very powerful, very useful machine. I guess before Giamano starts... Oh, hey, Giamano ended up getting the ego gift from Dare for Airshoots. Nice. Alright, then. Giamano is now the resident Dare for Airshoots user. But yeah, it gives movement speed 10, attack plus 10, and then max and min attack power plus 3 when you have Magic Bullet equipped. That means this thing does 23 to 25 black damage, which is very nice. And then they also just move really fast, so congratulations, Giamano. You are now the suppression agent of the facility. Ironically, you're going to be the member of the safety team that's going to be keeping everybody the most safe. So good on ya. All right, we'll start off the day with our regular pre-melting love routine. Try to give Angel something else to do before they end up in the ringer. All right, everybody downstairs. Alright, wait for all of the employees in the safety team to be back in the central area. It's like herding cats. Come on. Yeah, forget it. I'm too impatient. We'll just do 2 bullets. That's fine. There we go. All right, now the day properly starts. Angel. Angel, lock in. Okay, good. They did. Hey, Hey, look at that. They already started walking towards the elevator shaft where they belong. Everybody else, move back up. Angel, you get heals. Rinse and repeat the cycle. I mean, I suppose while Angel's healing, I could probably have everything else in the facility progressing. I could go do work with other stuff while I'm waiting for Angel to heal up in the room full of corpses. Okay, what got hit with the meltdown? Open can of Welchier's. Sanchez, you can go get a drink from that. Giant's tree sap. Yunhu, go get you some sip. Getting physically and mentally damaged, bro. Lock in. Also, we are getting a lot of Tier 5 employees. Like, I never really got the have, like, a bunch of Tier 5 employees deployed mission done during, like, my previous playthroughs, but I think now I might actually be able to. Well, I mean, that's probably because we've got the whole suite of repression training abnormalities over here, so, like... We've got more than enough resources to work on training that up. Alright, Angel, go do insight work with Melting Love. Everybody else go back. Now, the good news is, once we get work done with Melting Love once, the second time isn't as difficult, thanks to the fact that they've now got the work result buff. And now we just pretend that Melting Love doesn't exist. Alright, that's all the managerial guidelines done. You need to get Observation 4 with this thing in order to figure out what it actually gives you. Bruh. Nobody in this department seems happy to be here. Right, both of these guys have Black Week equipment, and it'll be fine. Let's see, that's... Oh wait, that's 6. Cancel that one. The paycheck is gonna be insane. Alright, nice. We got the ego suit as well, so now we can fully outfit Giamanio with the magic bullet set. All right, all the trainings went well. Send Xavier over there to do insight work. I still can't believe I have to start off every single day now by capping a significant portion of the employees in this facility. But I guess that's just what happens with Melting Love. Every day's gotta start with capping a significant number of the employees here. Okay, greened out. This one's easy. Oh, hey! Look at that, Angel's actually getting to do something. Oh wait, they're not really doing too hot. Okay, Angel will just move upstairs. Yeah, Doubt does red damage. Yeah, the robots are like probably one of the easiest of these early suppressions. One of the easiest ordeals to do. You just gotta gank them. Like, just send everybody with red resistant equipment after them and just gank them. They keel over pretty easily. Like, see, even the newbies get it. Although one of them did get a bit close to dying, but it's fine. See, even the newbies get it. You just gotta gank them. You just gotta jump the robots. You just gotta jump the robots. See, the current situation is fine. Melting Love started off as a problem, but we've handled it now. And we only have to keep handling it until eventually we no longer have to look at Melting Love again. Okay, Violet Noon could be a bit of an issue. But provided we make enough... is it even possible to make enough PE boxes to avoid this? I don't think it is. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Alright. You guys get up there. We gotta make sure that this one at least gets a little healing. Well, no, actually, I think we'll be fine. But we still want to move everybody out of the central rooms anyway. Move them into the hallways. And Sanchez, go do insight work. Because... yeah. Violet Noon will spawn these big things. Grant Us Love. They will spawn in any decently sized room. So they can't spawn in the small hallways, but they're spawned in anything else decently sized. And when they land, they deal a ton of damage to anything in their way. I mean, theoretically, we could just have everybody else go about their normal work routine, and so long as they just don't go back to the main room, we're fine. Well, I mean, depends on the department, really. Wait, how did Meat Lantern breach? Do the violets cause stuff to breach? Okay, where's Meat Lantern? Okay, it's down there. That's fine. Oh wait, Schadenfreude, shit. Wait, what? How did Angel die? What killed Angel, huh? Welp. Restart it is. All right. Take it from the top. Like, hang on, does Violet Noon cause abnormalities to breach? Oh, if they aren't suppressed in 30 seconds, they hide their tentacles. After the charge, they make the Clive fall with a random abnormality and the department drop by 1. Ah. So I just got unlucky on a 1 in 4 chance, and it breached Melting Love, and, well, that's why Meat Lantern breached, but it breached Melting Love. Alright. We go again, boys. We go again. I'm tired, boss. Alright. Work's done. Everybody get in the elevator shaft. You guys are fine. You little shit. Now I have to spend more. That one tried to escape their fate. Alright, now Angel, I swear to God, if you mess this up again, I'm going to crash out. Just do your job, do it right, and nobody gets hurt. Okay. What the? Reinhardt, what are you still doing in the elevator shaft? I pressed the recall button on all the other departments. At least I thought I did. Weird. Yeah, well. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, they're already in. Too late. Okay, it's not Melting Love, it's the thing next to Melting Love. Nearly gave you a heart attack for a second there. Well, I mean, hey, we get to use this now. Oh wait, I can't see what it is. I forgot I can't see what it is because of the heart. Stop. Yeah, we're just not working on Melting Love again today. I forgot the yes-no is literally obscured by Melting Love's floating heart. I'm gonna crash out. Oh my. The pain. Oh, and how was Schadenfreude on screen? Gah. Once more with feeling. Hey. Yeah, that's the thing. Usually whenever I end up doing, like, going back to LobCorp, it's usually around, like, this point or when I unlock the floor after this one. that I usually just end up growing frustrated with the game. Like, I beat it, yeah, but it's just like, it doesn't make for good stream content when I'm just like sitting here crashing out at the game and having to redo the same thing over and over again. So like, if you guys want to see me keep going with this, do let me know, but like, we're starting to reach the Ender crash out event horizon. Especially thanks to Melting Love over there. Okay, everybody's in their elevator shafts. Good. Kill. Are you kidding me? Alright, more died than I expected, but whatever. Alright, Angel, you know the drill. Hey. This is not a good sign already. I am in pain, please help me. Take number 376. Yeah. All right then. Angel, please. I beg. Okay. I'm so tired. I should have taken the Silent Orchestra, man. The Silent Orchestra doesn't have nearly as much prep work required. Alright, repression. Attachments. Check what melts down. Okay, just Schadenfreude and 1 sin, that's fine. Insight work with you. Repression work with you. And yeah, send Angel back in. Yeah, like I said, it really just is about getting that, once you get the first bit of work done with Melting Love, the rest of them are a bit easier. Oh, hey, we even got a positive work result with it, so that means we can do another one today. Cool. That's nice. An extra work session with Melting Love means another step closer to getting out of this hell. I swear, I always swear that I click the return on these departments, but I never do. Yeah, well. Okay, you guys move up here. You move up there. You, repression work. You, instinct. You, insight. Man, Reinhardt keeps almost dying to Schadenfreude. Alright, everybody healed up? Yep, cool. Alright, this one's Green Dawn, so again, this should be an easy one. There are only... Oh, no, wait, there are 3 of them. Okay. Eh. Oh no, not Sanchez. I don't really care. Look, man, I've just grown apathetic at this point. I just want this day done with. I don't care if some level 1 bites it. You want some goop? You want the goop? Alright, Angel, get this man 2 servings of slop on the double. Make it past 2 weeks, I might learn your name. Until then, you're spare blood. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, hey, he got another positive work result with Melting Love. That's surprising. Okay, Angel, you're starting to redeem yourself a tiny bit. Keyword being a tiny bit, but, you know, he's kind of starting to redeem himself a little. I'll take it. Only 1 employee died. I'm fine with that. Angel got a bunch of stat increases. Angel is, they got justice increase, which is good. Delilah got a temperance increase. Jose is now a rank 3 employee. They have 3 fortitude. Rin now has 4 justice. And Reinhardt's now a tier 4 employee with 4 temperance and 3 justice. Nice. Nah, it was only 1 actual dead employee. The rest of them were just dead clerks, which is what I have to do in order to stop the spread of the... Hensuck's done it again, Lady Angela. What has he done this time? Gave me the report of a joint operation. Now it was due yesterday. Can't find him anywhere. Sleeping away. Drunk as a fish. The upper Sephiroth know where he is. Go ask them. I'm abusing it for to replace the majority of our Sephiroth already. Dippereth's one of the employees from the lower floors. I'm just having regrets. Same way about my title. Why haven't I smashed up yet? Destroyed an AI. I like myself the first chance I could get. It's awkward. Don't expect you to say something nice. Finish the day with 3 less agents deployed in each department. Alright. I mean, that's honestly not the most impossible thing in the world. Like, we need Jose there, we need Xavier there, but we can take out Bella and Rhino for now. We want Reinhardt here and Yunhu because they have Justice training to do. Well, no, they don't really have any Justice training to do. We'll take out Halen and Reinhardt, and this department will take out... Let's take out Delilah and Archer. Ah, that's right, Giamano. Time for your promotion. You're getting the Magic Bullet Ego Suit and the Magic Bullet Ego Weapon. Very nice. Yeah, it's able to roll 26 to 28 now. This guy is going to be doing mad work. Alrighty, fellas, you know the drill. Time to get to work. Start of day routine, same as it always is. Alright, good. We've amassed a small amount of energy. Now for the next part of the daily routine. Everybody downstairs. Okay, for the clerks in this department to line up. Alright, Magic Bullet, do your thing. Missed two of them. Fire again. There we go. Alrighty, Angel, go work with Melting Love. Are you gonna fuck this up again? Yep. Alright, start over. At what point do we cross the line between challenging and frustrating? I mean, I feel like we've kind of crossed it at this point. Like, it does kind of feel like we've already crossed it. But, you know, once I have all of the ego gear and everything for Melting Love, I never even have to acknowledge that thing again, so, you know. Just a bit more suffering. Alright, everybody downstairs. How do you miss this one? Alright, there we go. Yeah, the reason I have to kill off all the employees in the morning, Jackie, is that Melting Love's whole gimmick is that one of the people, the person that it first interacts with, if it doesn't kill them, gives them a little slime heart above their head. And that slime heart will make it so that whenever that employee is near other employees, there's the chance the other employees will get infected. And then the infected ones, after a short period of time, turn into slimes you have to suppress. And if the number of slimes outnumbers the number of employees, then Melting Love will breach. This can include both clerks and your regular employees. And while I can control the movements of my regular employees, I cannot control the movement of the clerks. Therefore, my best option is to just immediately execute all the clerks in the same department upon starting the workday. So that way I can limit the spread of the infection as much as possible. Yep, it's simply the best option. Besides, we get replacement clerks every single day. On sand, that's fine. Park, you can do that. Let's see. Lady facing the wall is instinct. Yeah. No, wait, not instinct. It's, yeah, it is instinct. I'm just being extra cautious because I don't want to trigger Schadenfreude. Okay, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, let's see. Alright, I moved everybody else out of the healing room just in case, preemptively, so now we can do this. Alright. 222 boxes! Bruh. My Yeah. Hello? Okay. What I was saying is that even when breaching, Schadenfreude does not do anything unless you are looking at it. So I was literally just able to send everybody to go beat it up while I had it off screen, and it was just problem solved. Probably one of the easiest breaches to deal with, quite frankly. Mainly just because you don't really have to do anything. Also, for the rest of the day, I'm only going to do work on the 2 highest value abnormalities because I just want to get this day like quickly over and done with, since we don't have our full suite of employees that we could be training right now. So I kind of just want to quickly get the day done. Because unlike the ALF and WoW abnormalities, the HE abnos do not have any, the HE abnormalities do not have any, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. They don't have any, like, work result chance decreases or anything, so I can just send people into work to work with these ones over and over again, and we're fine. Wait for Giamatti to get healed, send him in for Der Frischutz. Or Der Freischutz, however you pronounce it. I mean, nothing's gonna really happen here because we're just gonna get, probably just gonna get enough boxes here, but just in case, you... Are you limping? I don't think you're limping. Not limping, yeah, I figured. Yeah, it's done anyway. Clear the safety team total efficiency mission. That's Yum Yum up to Justice level 4. Yunhu got promoted from 3 to 4. Fortitude went down to 2, interestingly. But Justice went up to 4. Good stuff. Forest full of hearts. No matter how many he cuts down, the forest remains dense. Teardrop fell from the child's dewy eyes as stars showered from the sky. The world falls into a slumber, trapped in ecstatic lullaby. One day you'll understand the meaning of the desperation on their faces when the roulette spins. I am not picking that one. I know what that is. I hate it. I'm not picking it. Go away, stupid flesh baby. I'll take child. Ease yourself. Do not have need of the blessing. That's that weird tree thing. Blood covers the whole floor. Screams echo. People are running away. I think that's all around helper. I'll take all around helper. Forgotten things can be more beautiful. We do not accept the... Yeah, exactly. We do not accept the nameless fetus in our facility. Which, its name doesn't even make sense, because it can't be a nameless fetus, because by virtue of naming it the nameless fetus, it is therefore named. Your name makes no sense, and I'm not picking you because of that. But yeah, that's all the safety missions done, so now we have, now we just have the core suppression, which is something that's going to happen eventually. Not right now, but eventually. Honestly, I think, I'm going to be real, the Crash Out saga of dealing with Melting Love has kind of burnt out all of my energy, so I think I'm going to end stream early for tonight, because, like I said, quite frankly, I have run out of energy after repeatedly crashing out due to Melting Love. So I think I'm probably just gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Because, like I said, I am very, very tired from the repeated Melting Love-based crash outs. I think ultimately I'm gonna keep working with Melting Love until I get the, how was I gonna say? Yeah, that's right. I'm probably gonna keep working with it until I get the Ego equipment. I'm not really too interested in the Ego weapon because, like, again, it costs 222 PE boxes. But yeah, like I said, very, very, very tired, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up stream here for tonight. Lobotomy Corporation. It is certainly a video game. You can play it if you want. Now then, let's go ahead and find someone to raid, shall we? I'm not finishing it. Let's not get crazy here. Look, I got no clue, man. If you guys really want to see me keep going, then I'll keep going. But I just don't want... I don't want things to get, like, too uninteresting. Because I feel like if it's just me repeatedly crashing out, like, barely crashing out over and over again over just the annoying frustration of having to repeat the same shit over and over again, like, I feel like that's just not good content. So I don't know if folks would be too interested. If you guys are, like I said, let me know, and I will, I'll keep that in mind, but I do not really think that you guys would be too much of a fan of seeing me continue with that. I mean, who knows? Maybe we might pivot to just doing a Library of Ruina playthrough without the like the Nuzlocke stuff, because I lost that. I lost the PDF file. I lost the file that I was using to keep track of what stuff I had got, which key pages I had lost. But let's go ahead and raid. Let's see. Let's see, what's Clappy up to, out of curiosity? Is he still going, or is he in like the end stream portion of his thing? I think Clappy is still going, so let's go ahead and raid Clappy. As for the raid message, let's do... Bean Brigade had to preemptively execute an entire department of employees in order to avoid a potential Slime Girl plague. Let's, we'll go ahead and make that the raid message for Clappy. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, super appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be doing Mecha Appreciation Night tomorrow. Not too sure, since I have a, one of the servers I'm in is doing like a Pixelmon tournament on a LAN server we've been doing, so I might end up having to miss to go to that. But yeah, you all have a good one, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!